Hey there, y'all, and welcome to today's Daily Down and Dirty. My name is Fairlight. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. All right, y'all, so the message today is about a breakthrough in love, truth, and I think I put showing up. I wanted to say a breakthrough and follow through, but then that sounded kind of silly. Could have said commitment also. Either way, we start out with this card, which is breakthrough. And there was something that I felt looking at it. This is the Seven of Pentacles, or the correlative of that. But this gives a fresh perspective of being a breakthrough. And it truly is that. It's kind of a card of starting all over again. But where things weren't working out before, now you've learned problem resolution. And so sometimes we learn as we go along. We learn by making mistakes. You know, we learn that certain plants don't want to be planted together and that they thrive if they're one's put in, you know, shade and one's in the sunlight, something like that. You learn by doing. So with this huge breakthrough, it feels like a big energetic breakthrough, and that it applies to you know, how everything is a mirror. And so it's like, you know, one example I've noticed for myself is if I'm doing well in my work that I do and money is flowing, and then I get into a relationship and I start feeling devalued in that relationship, I've noticed it will affect my money because both are mirrors of self-worth. And so it could be things like that. Maybe there's and maybe I brought that up because it could be about that self-worth. So breakthroughs that then we've got this Five of Cups, which is disappointment. We've got the Man of Worlds, which is the King of Pentacles. And then we've got this Time-Space card, which is the Judgment. This is a leveling up card. And so you see that first, this King of Pentacles is running towards this Five of Cups, this disappointment. And so it feels like, because this is, and in this deck, he's called the Achiever. And so it does feel like there's some sort of leveling up now about and a breakthrough. If you have been investing yourself in multiple situations, and again, this could be anything from family dynamics where you keep having disappointing conclusions, or this could be a business that you start where it's disappointing, or any kind of situation in your life. And again, they could all be mirrors of each other. I don't know why I keep getting this like multiple threads being tied together and finding the synchronicities, finding the similarities in these energies, and so that all these different areas of your life can be transmuted and transcended all at once. And again, this is a card of transcendence. This is a card of leveling up. So rising above these disappointments. And again, you know, it's with this breakthrough card, it's like, sure, you try and try and try again, and often it may end in disappointment, but you're always learning something. I love to bring up Esther Hicks and Abraham, and how they talk about you want the contrast, and the contrast helps you refine and define what it is you truly want. So, you know, say I want a relationship, and then you get into a relationship, and then you're like, okay, well, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. So in my next relationship, I'm going to make sure that I look for the opposite of those qualities. So the opposite of what I don't want, and find the qualities that I do want. And so you're always refining and defining, and this does lead to a big level up, a big breakthrough that is coming through. Then we've got the way it came out, the Five of Wands. So you've got a couple of fives in here, and this one's oppression. And then we've got the Magician, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and then we've got the Three of Cups, which in this deck they call love. I don't do reversals with this deck, but I do kind of feel like the Magician being right next to this Five of Wands, it very much, and with this oppression, it really feels like the Magician is reversed here. And so with the Magician reversed, it's you giving your power away, giving your power over to oppressive belief systems. You know, sometimes our parents can be very oppressive and not even recognize how toxic it is and really believe that that's how parents are supposed to treat children. On the other hand, maybe your children treat you bad. Like, you know, it can be all different kinds of whatever it is. Maybe, you know, whatever it is, this disappointment or this oppression and this Magician, again, it's like feeding into systems that don't truly recognize your worth. And so how can you ever really get ahead when you are feeding into a system that doesn't recognize your worth? When it's like dangling a carrot, you're always having to prove yourself, always having to prove yourself. When are you allowed to arrive? When are you allowed to be good enough? And the truth is, when you give that power to somebody else, then the answer is pretty much never. And even if somebody does show up to say, no, you're the magician, if you're not ready to recognize oppressive belief systems and oppressive patterns and whatever, then somebody can show up and give you permission. But if you're not ready to receive it, you're just not going to hear them. You're not going to believe it's true. And you're going to keep finding others who are going to reaffirm your belief in oppression and that you're constantly having to prove yourself. So there's a strong need to break out of that cycle. So then we're going to let the magician be upright. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune right next to that. And what I love about this is that this is a 10. 10s indicate the completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. And the Wheel of Fortune could say that things have really not been going in your favor lately. But now, as you learn to take your power back, things are definitely going to start turning around. And I like looking at these two because 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, and then you've got the magician, which is the number 1. So definitely a brand new beginning. Get very clear about what it is that you want to achieve. Allowing these breakthroughs. You know how I love my major arcanas. So we've got this time space, the judgment card, major arcana. Then we've got the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. This is the card number 20. So you've got the 1, the 10, and the 20 with this breakthrough. So you're definitely at a major level up. And again, it just feels like it's speaking to multiple situations, different aspects of life, that they're all going to kind of level up together. And so I feel like telling you, be ready to release and be ready to receive. And it is a simultaneous, and kind of feeling maybe you've been in the process of this releasing, recognizing oppressive ideologies, recognizing that if you keep investing in certain people or certain patterns or certain whatever, that it's only going to lead to more and more disappointment. It does kind of feel like you've been on this wheel of disappointment. And then we move over to this card, this 3 of Cups, which they call love. And normally 2 of Cups is love, but that's more like soulmate love. I like that they put it into the 3 because this doesn't even have to do with people. If this does signify people, this is people who are fulfilling and nourishing in your life. But it kind of feels like it goes beyond just people in your life. This is an abundance of fulfillment. This is an abundance of love. And so this could be doing things that you love, discovering things about yourself that you truly love, or things that you love to do, and really allowing some sort of a fulfillment. Again, it does indicate a lot of breakdown, but with that breakdown comes the breakthrough. And with that breakthrough comes an opportunity to receive more of what you want. When you lose a bunch of things, it opens up a whole new opportunity for you to try new things, to have new experiences, to meet new people, to meet inner depths of yourself that you're not well acquainted with, to find this greater depth of love. And then we end with the King of Wands and the Ace of Crystals, which is the Ace of Swords. I like it's called Brilliance, and this is the actor. And this is what kind of named the reading. Really, I was just going to say, it felt like it was talking about a different situation where maybe this is somebody showing up in your life who actually follows through with what they say. And then it felt like then it wanted to become more personalized and speaking to, whether it's speaking to whoever's listening to this, or if it's speaking to you about somebody else in your life. So it could very much be that somebody shows in your life that really follows through with what they say. Wouldn't that be nice? But either way, this Ace of Crystals, this is about you refining and defining what your truth is, and really giving yourself permission, taking the opportunity to live by this. And so this King of Wands, this is a man of action. This is an energy of action. Doesn't matter what gender you are. Right now, you are a man of action, and you are following through with what you say. You identify your truth, and this means everything. So really this is an opportunity for you to honor yourself, to release oppressive belief systems and people in your life and situations, and to really show up for yourself and move forward on what it is that you want most. All right, that's all I have for today. Once again, my name is Fairlight. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love until next time.